Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It
Yeah.
has been a long time. We're back, guys. Sully and Moody in the studio, back again. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and I just want to say that I am grateful and thankful for my friendship with D. Sully.
Oh, Moody, thank you.
I love you. He's put up with a lot,
Yeah,
and
dude.
he's always been there, and he's
always late.
just a good friend. I'm always late. Drew's never late. Drew's always on time. He's a good friend.
I'm gonna get you a watch.
I appreciate that.
Thank you,
I
bro.
do need a watch.
I'm grateful for you too, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. I have a watch. I have an Apple Watch that my wife gave me as like one of the coolest presents ever I got, and I started wearing
wait,
it.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
You stopped doing CrossFit and now it doesn't fit.
That's right. That's actually really funny.
No.
I should use that. That's hilarious. It has, you know how it like scans your stuff? Like it has like these little like lasers and readers on it, so it can take like your blood oxygen and your all that stuff.
Sleep.
Yeah, and so I would like take it off of my wrist, and I literally had like burn marks on my skin.
That were painful? You could feel it?
Not painful, but it was like my skin was like breaking. Like it was like red, splotchy. Like, and I'm not coming after Apple. I love Apple, but yeah, just for some reason, like it would leave these like burn marks. I don't know if my skin's just sensitive, or I probably had it like strapped way too tight on my wrist or something. But I stopped wearing it because I was like, they're literally burning, probably giving me like digital cancer or something.
Yeah, I was always a big fan. I always had the Samsung stuff.
Did you?
Yeah.
What do you got now? What's that?
It is a
The G-Shock?
no,
Garmin?
a ProTech Tough Solar.
Ooh.
It's like a I don't know. There's a name for it. What are the Iron Man thing? It's like an Iron Man.
Oh, like a marathon, like a triathlon or a marathon kind of fitness watch.
And I'm sure it'd be really cool if I knew how to use all the cool stuff on it.
Is it GPS?
But no, it just altitude. Maybe I think is the best thing on it. But it does keep the date and the time.
I like that. Yeah.
And it works. I use it
like
all
that.
the time. But
So
I got used to
basic
wearing a watch.
functionality.
And so the Samsung one has like a bezel. It would spin.
Okay, yeah.
And I love that watch. And I just got so attached to wearing it. And then somebody would send you a text, and you could just be like, oh.
Yeah. You didn't need your phone anymore.
No, you could see, and then like, oh, okay, let me respond. And then you pull your phone out or whatever. But sometimes you'd be like, oh, he's on his way.
Yeah.
Or you do like thumbs up or something if you wanted to.
Right. Yeah.
But but I got used to wearing it. But the landscaping with that watch, like the bezel, just got like.
Oh yeah.
And it stopped working.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dang, dude.
now I'm an iPhone guy, so I just haven't. I've just been totally content with like a watch ever since I got used to that watch. I just want a watch.
Yeah. You just
because I do look at the time, and like when I write a check or something, or the date, it's right there.
Oh yeah, baby. And you be writing checks.
Dude, I just can't stop, dude.
I love writing
I'm rich.
checks. That's right. Always writing them. Never receiving them. Always writing them.
Dude, I know.
You know?
What the hell?
That's how I feel.
I got a
Always
check in the
writing
mail
checks.
right before I came here. Actually, I didn't deposit it yet. I just put it on my keyboard
Oh, really?
so I wouldn't forget.
Damn.
I won't forget.
No, you won't.
That's a big one.
That's right.
$500.
Ooh, that is nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd get on that.
I know. It's like, I need to pay myself, so let's cash that check.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please, and thank you.
Please. Thanks.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
welcome.
It's the day before Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Who are you spending it with?
I'll be here.
Will you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. So you're spending it with your
Podcasting.
mom's? Yeah, exactly. We're podcasting through the holidays.
Yeah. This is actually a
starting
lock-in.
now. Yeah, we're locking ourselves in, dude.
All the way through Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. Just for you guys, for all of you loyal
Content,
fans
baby.
out there. Yeah, be thankful.
I'm sorry, guys. It's been like 2 weeks, and you guys have been just probably logging on every day. Like, is there a new episode?
Yeah,
And we're really sorry about that.
it's my fault.
No, I was gonna say it was mine.
Yeah, well, it is mine.
I
What happened
don't think I
last-
would have been able to do it anyways.
Oh,
I
last
was
week,
dead.
yeah, last week, Drew. Yeah, Drew's getting over, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically. We're lucky to have him here right now.
Yeah.
Sick
Basically,
as a
like
dog.
they dug me out of the grave
Yep. To
Yeah.
get you here.
to get me here to do this Thanksgiving special edition.
That's right.
live broadcast.
Dude, it's the 5G. They're trying to take down Drew, man.
I've been dodging the fucking takedowns.
I bet.
Ever since the day I was born.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they tell me it wasn't COVID. The stick says it wasn't COVID.
That's right.
But I didn't taste or smell anything for 8 days.
Dude, I was watching this other podcast, an interesting one about a guy who was being communicated with from supposedly like this Chinese hacker group, right? And he was just some guy, I guess, that worked out in California or New York, I think, actually. And they were trying to get him to work with them, their group, to gain intel on certain things. And they're like giving him pieces of information. This is during COVID. They're like, there's a war on consciousness right now. And they're like communicating with him for like years. And it's all like via text. And he has them in like the podcast. And it's like this really crazy. But in the end, he thinks that like they might have been real people, but they're obviously communicating through a translator. So a lot of the stuff is like kind of wonky, the English. But he also thinks it might have been like this AI bot that China like created to, I don't know, like, because they never asked him for money. They never asked him to like do anything crazy. They were just like feeding him this information about like, you know, being on China's side and like being kind of like a, I don't know, a spokesperson for
So
China.
is this Kamala's podcast?
Yeah.
Wait, what was this? No, seriously though. Where were you?
The podcast is called, I think it's Danny Jones.
Andrew McDreessen with D. Sully.
Andrew McDreessen, dude. He was just on the Joey Rogies, dude. Yeah. He's what's up, dude.
Is that the podcast you're talking about?
No, this is on Concrete Podcast.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Wood Podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Building materials.
That's right.
Plastic.
Plastic, yeah.
Silicone.
It's, you know, carbon fiber.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say monoxide. I was like, they don't build with carbon monoxide.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that guy was just talking about his experience with this conversation, like with
and he was like showing the dude like text messages between him and like these people that were communicating.
It was like one
super
number.
Weird. Yeah, it was. I guess it was just like an email and text thread, and the weird part was they were like telling him like they would say things like, "We know where you live," and then they would send him pictures of like outside of his apartment, and like tell him things that were like in his apartment and stuff, and like weird shit like they knew about him.
They knew with that because of the 5G.
5G. That's my whole point. It's coming back to 5G. The funny thing about 5G is though, I'm pissed when I don't have it. When I'm not on 5G, dude, I'm so upset. Like my house that we just moved into,
dude.
no 5G. Pissed. I want 5G.
Yeah, well, at least they can't watch you.
Yeah, at least that's right. I want it. Bring more 5G.
China,
they do have
bring
the
more technology
5G
now where you can hack into someone's Wi-Fi and you can like see the layout in their house. By the way the Wi-Fi is traveling, you can see
it's bouncing off.
Yes.
Of it. It's just a signal. It's all radio signals. Yeah.
Yeah, just like the way a dolphin.
Echolocation.
Yeah.
Yeah, dolphins were like, didn't we come up with that first?
That's why I'm thinking maybe they're the ones behind all this crazy UAP.
For sure.
And maybe like they're just dolphins.
That's like, have you seen that movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end, like all the dolphins are the aliens, and they like have that song.
Oh yeah. I actually, before I even saw it, maybe I listened to the book on tape. On the way to Indiana with my stepdad one time.
Yeah?
Yeah. And like the book starts off with a whale falling from the fucking sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny in the movie, but it's even funnier in the book.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know, like a 14-year-old kid, like, what is this book?
Right. Yeah. That's so funny. There was another guy on that same podcast. I'm sorry to bring it up, but it just relates. Like this podcast is so crazy.
This is our podcast. We don't have to do their podcast.
Right. But the topic is so funny. This guy came on and he was like stating that he figured out like the code to the universe, and how he did this was he smoked a bunch of DMT.
42 or something.
No, oh my god, it's so funny you said.
Jackie
but he
Robinson.
he literally just smoked a bunch of DMT and then like shined a laser onto this wall, like a projected laser. It was just like a line, like a cross line, and he just stared at the laser, and within when he was on DMT. and which for some reason I thought when you smoke DMT you're just not even there, but maybe I'm wrong, but because I've never done it. But he stared at the lasers and he just saw like all of this like hieroglyphic type alien code within the lasers. And so he was like, oh, this is the knowledge to everything. And so he started doing this research where he just brought people over and like fed them DMT, made them smoke it, and then stare at the same laser, and like multiple people saw the same thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like thinks he found out the secret to the universe, but part of that was the number 42. And I was like, dude, you're just ripping off the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, like, what does Jackie Robinson got to do with this shit?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I always think about him when I think of 42.
Yeah. Hell yeah. He was a good baseball player.
I'd be like counting, like 40, 41, Jackie Robinson, 43.
Yeah.
I've been really in the. My wife brought up the other day. Was talking about how weird it is that the octopus looking UFO going by the military bush in Afghanistan.
Super weird. I want to see the full video.
Because apparently it goes in water and out of water.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that part. I want to see that.
Well, there's like hieroglyphs of like the exact same thing.
Oh, really?
All over the world. Yeah.
Really?
They look exactly like a weird looking robot octopus.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you been watching?
So you try to think like, if it's our technology, there's no possible way. Because you think about it, I just started thinking about this today.
Yeah.
Whereas like, if it was our technology, then how are they seeing this back in Jesus times?
Oh yeah, right.
How are they seeing this back in Stone Age times before that? How are they seeing it back 23,000 years ago? When we didn't even know there's people in America yet. Now we realize there were, and now there's hieroglyphs from those people that show alien octopus.
Yep.
UFOs in the sky.
Yeah.
With people staring up at them.
Yeah.
My wife thinks that they're confused because back in the day, people spent, thousands of years ago, people spent so much time looking at the sky and the stars.
They did. Yeah.
So we like worshipped these things. So they would show up and we'd be like, oh shit. And then now they show up and we don't even notice.
Yeah. And then we just get pissed at the government.
Yeah. And we're like, what's the government hiding? And they're like, dude, we can only see it because we're seeing it through our technology, but we're not seeing it either because we're looking at our phones.
Yeah.
And the aliens are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, guys, look up.
Hey,
we're right here.
We're right here.
Yeah, they've been here the whole time.
Movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie. Yeah. I like that.
And the whole time they're playing on the two political sides, but then you're confused the whole time at which one's supposed to be which.
Right. Yeah.
I love that. They did a good job when they made that movie.
Yeah, they did. Dude, it is crazy. There's another video that just came out of in Puerto Rico, and it was like the same thing. It was like a radar system tracker.
The Go Fast?
It wasn't Go Fast, but this just came out in Puerto Rico, and like it was following this, a metal orb. There's a perfectly circular orb that was going along, and it follows it for like 5 minutes, and it just starts like shape shifting, where it's like it's an orb, and then it's a disc, and then it kind of goes in this weird thing, and then it goes to an orb, and then it's like, and then eventually it goes to the ocean, and then it just goes down, and then it disappears. It's like the weirdest thing ever.
It's lit up.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't like.
Or is it?
You can't tell because it's like that black and white type, like thermal.
Yeah, the flare.
Yeah, yeah. So, but it's super weird, dude. Yeah, and there's a lot of those. Are like different. There's the orbs. There's the discs. There's the triangles. There's so like. Many. There's that one where it's like a square inside of a circle.
Yes.
Have you seen that one?
Yes, and a lot of times they'll talk about the disc, the regular disc, but they'll describe that as having a circle, like that is described similar, almost having a circle on the inside and it being like clear. Right. Yeah. But you can see like a circle on the inside. Right. Yeah, but you listen to the people that saw. I was watching something recently in Mississippi. There in like the 70s. There was a abduction. The Pascagoula. I can't remember their names, but they're the name of the city. But the thing is, these guys were fishing after they got off work. It's like an 18-year-old and a 40-year-old, and they claimed to have been abducted. But they were like the drawbridge. People didn't see anything happen. Apparently, the thing was really lit up. But they have like 17 different eyewitness accounts from around the area. They were like, "Oh yeah, I did see a big bright light." We were all like, "Wait," but we didn't want to tell anybody because they think we were crazy. Oh really? Yeah, and then apparently like a bunch of people saw it. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
I have been so caught up. I've been like trying to look up, and then you saw that thing, a couple weeks ago, and I saw it right before you, or right after you, or whatever. And I think that was just a shooting star.
Yeah, could have been.
But
that my only problem with the alien thing is it's not a problem. It's just I've almost gotten into like 4 car accidents in the last few months just because every time I'm in the car, I'm like looking up at the sky. I just want to see one.
I know.
Yeah, and then as soon as I see it, like something that's anything, I just try to pull my phone out, and then I almost die.
I have had one experience coming home from work. It was 2015 when I was working at a collection agency, driving back to Sandy Springs, and there was like a parallelogram, like a square that's been tilted sideways, and way up, black, way up in the sky, and I watched it just like go from here to here, probably 2 or 3 times, and then it would go, and then I'd watch it, and all of a sudden it would just, and it wasn't very far, but I watched it move, and I just thought it was the crazy. I was like, that thing, and then I watched it, and then clouds rolled over, and I kept trying to look for it, and I never saw it again.
So like went to point A and then went back to point B.
No, it was like all different points.
Oh,
but
really?
But it moved
like
twice.
Weird. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
dude.
but it was like,
Dude, that's weird.
But just like it was almost in an instant, but you could tell that it wasn't moving. It wasn't like it disappeared and reappeared. You could see it was just like,
yeah. Damn. Dude, they had congressional hearings about this stuff. Was it last week or the week before? They had 2 congressional hearings about it.
Yeah, that's why I got started brought in the movie. And then the one of the thing floating down the street. You saw that one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's when I saw. That's what got me back in this. It was after the hearings.
Yeah.
They released the video of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we started talking about that. Remember?
Oh yeah, the one you sent us.
Yeah. The 3 things like triangulating the airplane, the Malaysian Airlines flight.
Yeah.
And then it disappearing, and like, wait, so are you saying that's real?
Right.
Because we have satellites that watch these planes fly around like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's fucking weird to me. And like, are those people alive in a different dimension? You think? Like,
yeah, right.
Like, are they just gone, or are they like trapped in a cage? Dude. Or are they just dead?
Yeah, exactly.
Or did they ever exist? Like, how does that work?
I know, it is super weird. The one I want to see, they talked about at the congressional hearing, is that they have. I mean, they were talking about they have thousands of stuff that they obviously won't release, but like there's like satellite footage, which is like, oh, of course, like we have so many satellites in the sky taking pictures of Earth, like of course they're gonna collect data, like they know.
Yeah,
so,
and not even I know it's like where do they keep all the data? We try to do this and so much video.
Oh god, dude,
where are all these?
It's in a mountain in Colorado, dude. Yeah. NSA, they got a mountain base.
I'm sorry, keep your train of thought going.
Oh yeah, well there was one that they talked about. I think it might have been Michael Schellenberger, but there's a satellite image or footage. I know, right? That of a craft that's the size of a football field that's just sitting in the clouds, and it's a perfect, crystal clear, top-down shot from a satellite. Just like, Google Earth takes pictures of the Earth like constantly. It's like there's just a perfect top-down aerial footage of a freaking football-sized or a football field-sized craft just sitting in the clouds, and it's like, well, yeah, I mean, you guys know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like they play it off like the Pentagon's like, there's no evidence of anything we found of anything. It's like, well, what's going on there? That's crazy. A football field-sized craft in the clouds? Unless it's ours, but I doubt it. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? But Elon Musk talks about it. He's like, yeah, but we look in space all day. We don't ever see anything. There's nothing. But it's like, yeah, but I don't know if they're.
They walk among us, dude.
I think they're coming from the oceans.
Elon's probably one of them, dude. And I don't mind.
But cool. The people that do study the space all day, those people are never convinced that there's extra life, and they're looking into space all day. Yeah, like people like I know he's gay now, but the black guy that's really smart.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah.
And I know that he's lost all of his credibility now that Trump's back in office.
Yeah. Oh, what are you gonna do, dude?
What are you gonna do,
Neil?
Oh, Neil.
Yeah, you gotta play your cards right.
Yeah, you know what?
He like debunked. What was his name from Hustle and Flow? That was on Joe Rogan. Remember, he has like 1,000 patents.
Yes.
You remember him?
Yeah.
But he makes sick beats in Hustle and Flow, and he's just like,
what the fuck's What's that guy's name?
Yeah, what is his name, dude?
He's Howard Stern. Mark Howard. Mark Andreessen.
Mark Andreessen.
That's it.
Yeah, Mark Andreessen.
Yeah.
Mark Andreessen.
Black
He was
Mark
in Hustle
Andreessen.
and Flow. Yeah. Dude, every time Mark Andreessen speaks, he has to take a breath after everything he says. He's like, have you heard him every time?
Man, he's so he's kind of funny. I started realizing how autistic he was today when I was listening to that.
Yeah, he's just too smart.
Yeah, he's really smart, and he's really good at putting his thoughts into words.
Yeah, but there's, he has.
He's kind of a smart ass though. But the smart ass, I don't think he's trying to be. I think that's the autism.
Right, that's kind of part of it.
The fuck was that?
Dude, what if the roof just lifted off and it was like, we found you.
Yeah, Mark Andreessen.
Yeah, it's Mark Andreessen.
No, it's Andrew McDreessen, his brother. No.
He's got a full head of hair. They look just alike.
That was one thing that they all couldn't get over last night, is how beautiful head of hair I have.
Because you do, dude.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So, yeah, cool story about my family. Let me go get a beer real fast.
Yeah, please.
You want one? 2 freshies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my dad's got 2 fresh lungs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, lung
transplants?
Yeah.
Both?
Both. We talked about this episode 1, I think.
You did, yeah. That is a wild thing to have and have successfully. That's, impressive.
Yeah, that actually happened since we weren't friends, and then we became friends again.
Right.
Not because we had a falling out or anything.
What year was that?
Moody left me, and he went to Florida.
Right. I went to Florida. I did. I went to Florida for too long.
Yeah, no, but he just he had a genetic disorder, so his lungs just crapped out on him way faster than a normal person.
It's just a degenerative.
Yeah, it's a genetic. It's a alpha 1 trypsin disorder.
Oh wow!
So that's the stuff that goes in your lungs for a normal person, and fights off smoke, dust, germs, stuff. It's like a what's the word for the things that go in there? An antibody. It's like an antibody.
Oh right, nice.
Type thing, right?
Yeah, it's part of your immune system.
Protein that fights shit or whatever, but his body doesn't produce it. So when he smoked cigarettes all of his life,
right,
it just rotted his lungs twice as fast.
Oh god.
Yeah, but yeah, some lady I guess died and a gunshot victim. We don't really know.
Yeah,
but they got to be alive. They got to be alive but dead.
Yeah. Well, I heard a weird story about that yesterday about the organ donor system. There was a guy being wheeled in on a gurney, and they were about to harvest his organs to give to a donor, and he woke up during the thing, and they were like, "Oh, well, he's alive now.
It's too late. We already scheduled his organs."
Yep, mine.
Dibs.
Yeah, that is kind of a weird thing.
Really? Yeah, I know. People will scare people not to be organ donors.
Right.
But I think that maybe if you lived in Malaysia or something, I think that maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'm too grateful to the system now after it saved my dad's life to be yeah, they'll just let you die to get your organs.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it's not always the case, but yeah, it's one-off situations like that scare people into believing the whole thing's,
right,
a sham, which is most things.
Yeah, I had a manager at the first collection agency I worked for who had a tumultuous, yeah.
I
don't think I'm saying it right, but
yeah,
relationship with his ex-wife, and is a black guy.
Don't we
and,
all?
He was weird trying to see his kids, and he kind of lived in an extended stay hotel. It's what's your deal? He always kind of seemed depressed when he talked about it, but other than that, he seemed happy-go-lucky. And then he sent her a letter through another coworker that we had that knew his wife. He gave her a letter and said, "Will you give this to my wife," or whatever. And then as soon as his wife opened it that night, it was call the police, because apparently it was a suicide note.
Oh, God.
And so the guy hadn't killed himself yet. It was in the room at his extended stay hotel. And then I guess the police broke down the door, and then he shot. He pulled the trigger all kind of at the same time.
At himself?
Yeah, to kill himself. And but didn't kill himself. Just vegetable himself.
Oh God.
But they ended up turning him into saving probably 10, 15 people. So that ended up being a blessing in disguise, if you think about it that way.
That's very true.
Because whatever shit was going on in his life, at least it was able to save a bunch of people.
Yeah, he helped. Yeah, that is honestly, overall a big picture. That's
And
actually a nice thing.
Almost a good thing that he didn't just kill himself right then. That it did like.
It happened.
That his heart stayed beating. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Fucking speaking of vegetables, I lost my taste and my smell yesterday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not yesterday, but last week.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was like, oh, COVID, you can't taste or smell. It's like the one weird thing about it.
Did you never have that during COVID?
No, because every time I got sick and my sinuses would fill up, I'm like, I can't taste or smell because my nose is clogged up.
Right. Yeah.
So I thought that's what it was.
Yeah. True.
But it's not, dude. That's
not.
the first time I've ever experienced it. Where my nose is clear.
Yep.
And there's just no taste or smell.
No sensation.
And I felt like fucking Helen Keller. I was like,
dang.
How do I communicate?
Yeah.
But I was dumb. I was dumb. I was like more like Terry Schiavo.
Oh God. I thought so, but Helen Keller, wasn't that like one of the only senses that she probably had was taste and smell?
Probably. Yeah, it's like the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to reverse Helen Keller.
Yeah, I was like, do you remember Terry Schiavo?
Who's Terry Schiavo?
Like
I know Terry Bradshaw.
98 through 2001. I've been trying to brainstorm this.
As a bit.
Yeah, this topic. But like Terry Schiavo is like the state vegetable for Florida from 98 to 2001, while her husband and her parents debated on whether they should pull the feeding tube or not. And then like 3 or 4 times they pulled the feeding tube.
Yeah.
And then one of them would fight the court, and 3 days later they put the feeding tube back in.
No.
And this lady just sat there like a fucking Helen Keller for.
No.
Yeah, so it's like it is Helen Keller, but just dumb. The dumb version.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah. So.
3 days on, 3 days
it was
off.
on the news every day about it, and it was like pulling at your heartstrings about this lady Terry
Right.
Schiavo, who had a heart attack and went brain dead, and they kept her alive for years.
Yeah.
And then publicized it on the news and made everybody feel bad about it.
That's brutal, dude.
When the girl and the parents did not want to pull the feeding tube, and it's like the husband's like, she doesn't want to live like this.
Yeah, who does? You're not living.
Yeah, you're literally just looking at the ceiling all day.
And do you think
no thoughts? I don't know. Do you have thoughts? Like,
right?
If you have thoughts, then why can't you?
That would be like hell, because then you're just watching your family like fight over this thing, and you're like, I can't do anything about it, and I'm just like literally living in hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Both my parents have told me, like, if that ever got to that point, like, you're definitely not keeping us alive. Like, just go ahead.
Right.
Like, we don't care about dying. Like,
my dad always tells me he like points to somebody, he goes, if I ever get that fat, just shoot me.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I feel the same way.
It's a different thing, but yeah.
It's different, same sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm almost to that point. Are you gonna shoot me?
Recently, I have had to tell Moody, like, dude, I'm about to shoot your ass.
Yeah, just shoot me, dude. You
no, but recently, seriously,
you gonna shoot me?
With my dad, it's like, yo, dude, you're getting fat as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I really might have to shoot him soon.
Dude, 2 more donuts and I'm gone. God,
my kids have been on a donut kick lately.
Oh, really? What do they like? Boston creams?
Yeah, but always says, chocolate frosted, no sprinkles.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's ruthless, dude. He's ruthless.
Yeah, turns out the only thing you can do when you can't taste or smell is video edit your son's sick-ass ramps.
Yeah, hey, go check out the Little Ripper.
Bud the
Little Ripper. No,
all one word.
Bud Little Ripper.
It's Bud the Little Ripper.
That's
but
what it is,
Lil
Bud.
is Lil.
Yep.
All one word. Bud the Lil Ripper.
Bada bing. He's
YouTube.
blowing up on YouTube right now, dude. The kid's getting massive air right now.
I know, and I haven't even really. I posted the videos before he's been going big. Now, then every day he gets bigger. I'm like, I guess I'll make another one.
Now, does he wake up and he's like, I want to try this?
He wakes up and he goes, I want to ride my motorcycle.
Yeah, but
and
is
then
he
when we go outside, and I'll be like, all right, he goes, I want a ramp, and then I'll build him one. He goes, I want it bigger, I want it further.
Really?
And I'll say, do you want to jump over something? And he goes, yes.
Oh wow.
And then at first he didn't want to jump over the trash can.
I'm sure
he really wanted to jump over the wagon.
Yeah.
But and then I go, well, if you don't make it, you'll just roll over it. So it might be okay.
Right.
But it turns out his back wheel caught it a little bit.
Just clipped a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's tough. You
a
got to
little
get that back
scary.
wheel up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, it's tall. He's not only getting a lot of air, he's going fast. And he, like some of those jumps, he was like almost clearing
Yes.
the landing ramp.
Well, that's the thing is so he clears the landing ramp, especially when we're fresh.
Yeah.
So I'll move it really far, and then he'll
Yeah.
make it, and then it'll start being smooth again because he's not overshooting it. I'm worried about the bike. Just boom every time he lands on the.
Yeah.
It's like, go, dude. That bike's gonna have to last you another year.
How long does a charge last on that thing?
Well, with the original, the little battery that it comes with, we're talking about a Stasich. It's like for stability cycle. So the company's called Stasich, but the battery that comes with the little one that he has, it's like almost the smallest battery that you can put on like a Milwaukee, like a
really?
2 amp hour.
Yeah.
Right. So that doesn't last very long. That will probably last like full go. Him riding really, really hard, like 30 minutes.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But I got a converter now, so now I can just use my Milwaukee batteries.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it go faster with the bigger batteries?
The Milwaukee, so it seems to a little bit. Yeah.
There's probably more punch to it.
Oh shit! I've been getting phone notifications.
Who is?
Oh, it's Molly
calling
Ritter.
true?
Who is that? I was just gonna show you something really quick. I can probably pause it.
Come on, lips up right my eyes. All right.
So you see the Milwaukee battery?
Oh
See,
yeah.
See that's the biggest battery I can use, the 5 amp hour.
Right.
Because
And
it
it
almost
rubs.
yeah. And one time he fell and he said,
Oh really?
"Oh, it's touching. It made me stop. It made me wreck." But it wasn't
no.
that. It wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
the battery.
Speaking
God.
of Molly Ritter.
Molly Ritter.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Dude, so what's
We've only been going 30 minutes.
Yeah, we've only been going for 30 minutes, guys. Hold on to your seatbelts because it's about to get wild.
All right, so the Helen Keller, Terry Schiavo thing, I thought I had a good way to make it funny, but then I couldn't remember what it was. But either way, I am working on something with that.
Yeah.
About how I felt like Terry Schiavo,
Yeah.
the dumb Helen Keller. And then I was going to try to be like, if you guys don't remember who that is, that was the state vegetable of Florida. From 98.
That's a funny line. The state vegetable of Florida. Yeah.
Pulling at our heartstrings for 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, I thought that maybe the story of her could be funny. But I'm not a good storyteller. I got to work on it.
Oh, I don't know. The story is sad.
That would be something good for Zach Howard, I feel like, to say. Talk about.
Yeah, the story is definitely sad. It's a sad story. Talking about a family fighting over whether or not to keep their daughter alive.
But comparing her to Helen Keller is similar because, like, Helen Keller is at least smart.
Yeah, but there wasn't, like, a group, conspiring to kill her at all times.
Like your husband?
Yeah, right. Or maybe he was. Maybe there's the connection. There's a group of people around Helen Keller that were just like, she doesn't need to live like this.
Well, Helen Keller's teacher, you know her, right?
Mm-mm.
Ann Sullivan.
Oh, really?
No relation, maybe relation.
Yeah, right. Okay. What about her?
Yeah, she's famous because she was able to teach Helen Keller to be a smart person.
And how did she accomplish that?
Touch.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of the, what is that?
I know. Like, they tell me not to do that with my kids.
The 5 love languages? Yeah, I think one of them is touch.
Yeah, it was like a sign language through, like, touching fingers.
Right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a weird form of Braille.
Yeah. I think it was Ann Sullivan. I think it was. Doesn't that sound familiar?
It sounds right, but
Mom.
I'm gonna be.
Hey, Mom. Who was it?
Are you guys having turkey tonight?
No,
that's for tomorrow.
Both my kids, probably right about now, are getting picked up by their aunt, Laura.
Are they daycare?
They've been so excited. Yeah, they were. They got off early though to go with their aunts, and the little Ripper's going to rip over in the farm.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
And they just got a dirt bike too. So for the bigger kids, I'm going there on Saturday. I can't wait.
Nice. That'll be awesome.
I want to get an electric. I want to get either an electric dirt bike, a regular dirt bike, but every regular dirt bike I've ever known is like it never works when I go to ride it.
Oh, really?
I've never known somebody with a regular gas powered dirt bike.
Yeah.
That they always rode it.
Yeah.
Everybody I've always known that always rode it. Every dirt bike I've ever known I've never been able to see one of them actually work.
Really?
Yes. Like,
Dude.
I have.
Yeah.
But, like, in most cases, like, I've ridden one, but usually after I ride it once or somebody else rides it, then it stops working. There's a fuel leak or something. You know, like, oh, dude, I didn't realize there's a leak in that hose.
Oh, really?
We're not going to be able to ride it anymore.
Yeah.
It happens every time.
Damn, dude.
That's why I was like, I want to do electric dirt bike.
Electric?
Because apparently they're getting pretty sweet.
They are. I see a lot of kids riding them around Laurel Springs. Like, a lot of the kids, they'll go. I see them running up that sidewalk that goes to Publix, like on the main roads, and they just take off, and they're dude, electric scooters and dirt bikes, and kids like with fishing poles are like riding them to go to the lakes and like fish and shit.
Dude.
Yeah, they're so more mobile
Kids
than we were.
So lucky. No, they're not though.
Yeah, but
because we really would get on our bikes and go do it. They don't.
You're right.
You're seeing weird kids that are like cool.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Because I remember, the bicycle, dude. And just walking through the woods in general, just walking. We would walk. I remember walking from Deer Lake through the woods all through Johns Creek, and then coming back home. Like, that was a huge walk. Like,
you going to see your friends, and then and the walk back home sucks.
Oh yeah, always.
Especially if it's uphill.
Yeah, and there's just all kinds of fences and creeks,
the spot
and
that you sneak through,
bushes and thorns. Yeah,
I remember in the neighborhood. This neighborhood back in the day, you could just come in through Mathis Airport side, like right there by where the basketball goals are.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just ride, because I lived in Aberdeen. We would ride our bikes over, and you could just stomp your front wheel on it, and the thing would open.
Oh, nice.
You didn't even need a gate pass.
Right. Yeah.
To get in the neighborhood.
Yeah. It was a pressure. Yeah, because that's where they used to cut the concrete out and put those little pressure pads.
Yeah. So what's the point of having a gated community if it's just like anyone can pull in and out?
The gates are always broken. Yeah. Well, back then nobody cared. It was just like,
Yeah, we're out in the sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back then, there was a zebra and a llama that lived across the street, bro.
There was, at the BP gas station.
Yeah,
Well, right behind.
Yeah, we got followers,
White
bro.
Fox Farms. Yeah.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, White Fox Farms.
Dang, where was
Zach White? Zach White that used to go to Big Creek Elementary.
No.
My mom wouldn't let me hang out with him. Swear to God, dude.
You were in trouble?
Yeah, because he was like a troublemaker, and I remember he called my house one day to like invite me over, and and my mom basically tried to play it off like he didn't call, even though I knew he was calling.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she's like, "No, I don't want you hanging out with him.
She's a
He's
sneaky little lady."
Yeah, he was a troublemaker.
That's
he
so funny.
did something weird. I don't know if it had to do with bombs.
And your mom was like, "I'm sorry, he's not.
Yeah.
He's studying. Right? He's got to do his homework.
Yeah.
He's not here. Thank you." And then you're like, "Mom, who is that?" I don't know.
Dude, my mom used to let me hang out with anybody, literally anybody.
Nicest mom in the world.
I had some really weird friends in elementary school, but that kid in particular, for some reason, my mom just had like a bad feeling about. Yeah, it was, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, we have a kid like that in our neighborhood that Bud's not allowed to hang out with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the kid won't even apologize. It's driving me nuts. It's like,
what do you do?
Yo, we told you effed up. Just be like, yo, okay, I'm sorry, I won't be like that anymore.
What do you do?
He told all the other kids in the neighborhood he's gonna kill me.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's like 8 or 9.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's almost my son's age.
Yeah. No, this kid's a freaking weirdo, dude. This kid's
he told the whole neighborhood that he was gonna kill
Yeah.
you.
The new kids down the street is a black family that just moved in, and they built this new house at the end of my street. There's an empty lot. I guess that it was all woods, and I didn't realize it was a lot. And then just randomly, like some contractor came in and just put like a big, beautiful house.
Oh wow!
And so my neighborhood's like a bunch of like trailers.
Yeah.
And like old like 1-story houses.
Yeah.
And then like a trailer, and then there's like this one huge like brick house. It's really it's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like a black family that moved in there, and and the kid was like, yeah, he told me, and he was telling his mom. I was talking to his mom like at the same time, and he's like, yeah, he told me that he doesn't like you, and that he's gonna sneak out one night and come and kill you.
Hold on, who is telling you this?
The new kid, one of the new kids. When I'm with the new kid's mom, like I walk down because the Bud's like the friend, and like, so I was just talking with the parents, and we were like, yeah, that Gabriel kid, whatever name drop, I don't care. He's a bad kid. He's always getting in trouble at school, right?
Yeah, and Gabriel's doesn't live at the brick house.
No, Gabriel is like, Gabriel's a troublemaker.
Okay,
and we all know this.
Gotcha.
And he's always like, he's just such a bad kid. He's 8 years old.
Yeah.
But Gabriel's been telling everybody that he does not like Bud's dad, and he's gonna kill Bud's dad.
What did you do to Gabriel?
Stab him. Well, I put my foot down. I don't let him do his bullshit. I have no patience for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm the coolest dad in the world.
But what did he?
But I don't have patience for kids that are just like mischievous.
100% agree.
If you're trying to be mischievous, then I won't have patience for you. I won't be cool with you.
I agree. Yeah.
I am the coolest.
Yeah.
I'll sit here and play basketball
until I'm not. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll straight up raise my voice and tell the kid to leave. Get out of my house right now.
Yeah.
I'll say stuff like that.
But
and it scares them. But I don't put up with bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, the shotgun doesn't help either.
Yeah, I know. And the ARs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the deer I have above my fireplace.
Get out of my house.
I got like deer and like bears all over the house. They got like little like 7-year-old kids.
I was about to say like like sneakers, like Air Jordan sneakers from like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, from every 8-year-old I've killed, I always hang up their sneakers on the power line going to my house. So he sees them all. I mean,
but what was the incident where like he did something and then you were like put your foot down to make him not like you?
Well, one thing is my dog is a fetch master.
Yes.
So he'll be like, oh, he'll get the ball.
Yep.
And then he'll like fake throw it. And then he'll go and hide the ball.
Oh, so he's just being shitty.
He's just a shitty kid.
Yeah,
he's just shitty. So it's like, hey, you can play with my dog. I don't care if you play, but don't tease her.
Yeah.
Don't tease my dog. Don't F with my dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Just play with her, or don't.
Yeah.
Just ignore her.
Right.
Or ask me to put her inside. I'll put her inside.
Yeah. Just pretty much anything other than what you're doing.
Because then when I want to throw the ball and I can't fucking find the ball either, and my dog's like, dude, he threw it over here. I know he threw it over here. It's like the next
over
day.
Here. And you're like, I know.
But the next day, my dog's still trying to tell me it's in the ivy over here, sniffing for it. And it's like, no, it's on the wheel well of my wife's car.
Right.
Or something, you know? And so there's a little Hispanic kid that lives next door who's 10 and the nicest kid in the world.
Yeah.
But he's always getting in trouble from Gabriel because he hangs out with Gabriel. And Gabriel, like they're not allowed to ride their bikes down the driveway or something. And so Sebastian will be like, no, don't ride. My mom doesn't want you ride. And so Gabriel will be like, whatever, and go down the driveway. And then Sebastian gets in trouble because Sebastian's parents don't speak English. So they can't go and yell at Gabriel.
Right.
So Sebastian gets in trouble all the time now.
Yeah.
And this is the sweetest little boy in the world. I feel so bad for him. Dude, I could go on forever. Yeah. So this is just the drama that goes on. So now this kid's threatening.
Gabriel.
Yeah. Now this kid's threatening to kill me.
Did they say like specifically kill. Stab too?
Yes, and he goes, "I'm gonna stab him." Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, and
I would honestly watch out, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
I know, because my wife's caught him peeping Tomming too. Yes,
Gabriel is not peeping Tomming.
Yes, he is. He comes and looks in our windows. Oh, dude, this
no,
kid is
he
such a
doesn't,
weirdo,
dude. For real?
For real.
And he's peeping Tomming at you?
But the thing is if I caught him peeping Tomming, that kid won't anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
he's scared to death of me. That's why he's making threats to the other kids.
Who's he peeping Tomming on? Like you or
your
wife?
Like he'll peep at Tom to see if Bud's home, right?
Oh, okay.
Like, kind of thing.
You can get in trouble for that. You know that guy that killed the girl at UGA?
I mean, that's what I got arrested for.
You know that guy that he just got sentenced. He was the illegal immigrant that murdered that girl at UGA. Yeah. It's just like a week or two ago he got in trouble for sentenced.
Tom?
So
the brother.
They had this video on YouTube of the sentencing, and they went through the litany of all, because it was like 10 or 12 things. You know, they started out with like the highest and worst. It was like, I don't know what it was, like first degree murder or whatever, and then like murder something, aggravated assault, blah blah blah, and it goes down the list, and it's like, you know, you're already like, you're fucked up here, so like everything else doesn't really matter. You know, like, you're going away for life already.
So normal people that have good lawyers, the rest of the stuff usually gets knocked off.
Right, but
so
this
like
didn't.
Like for me, I had like so much shit.
Yeah,
but I only got charged for the top too.
Yeah, but this was an illegal immigrant in this election year
with
killed a white girl at UGA in Georgia. Like, it's a problem
with a good old public defender.
Oh yeah, because dude, he got in trouble. Everything was guilty, but the last, and you know, by the time you get to the end of it, you're like, it doesn't even matter anymore. But the last charge that he was found guilty on was peeping Tom. He got in trouble. Yeah, I swear to God. He's like, in the last count, guilty, peeping Tomming. It was the
Tomming.
funniest thing I've ever. I was like, oh my god! It's like after all of this crazy shit, and then to end it
Dude.
off, to put the cherry on top with a peeping
So
tomming.
was he following her?
fucking
Dude, what a
crazy.
horrible case, man. Well,
Oh, it's brutal. It's unbelievable. It's disgusting.
my wife worked. She just changed jobs, but the one of the big project asset, I don't know, something guy that worked with her at her last job, is like best friends with her dad, the girl that died.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
I'm
dude.
trying to remember. Is it Macy? What was her name?
I honestly don't remember. It's just fucked up because like, there's two things. It's like it was just so it seems so random and it doesn't make any sense and like why. And it's just sad because she's a college girl, their whole life out of her. And then the second thing is like, yeah, it's an illegal immigrant, and maybe possibly if he would have got caught, or getting caught at the border or something, it wouldn't have happened. But it's just fucked up, the whole thing.
Dude. Yeah, like I know. And the thing is he was already arrested in New York for screwing with like
Oh, really?
With a my facts might be a little bit biased, but I think it was like sexual assault on a minor or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was really weird.
That's
Here,
crazy.
it was Laken Riley.
Yes, that's it.
So that's her
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Say her name.
Rest in peace, dude. That's freaking. It makes me sick. But
Yeah, I mean, dude,
You know.
Terry Shiva is one thing, but Laken Riley.
yeah, Terry
That's-
Schiavo. What
Heart
got
attack.
Terry Schiavo into?
I know. I just read up about
a
this. I was trying to
vegetable.
get more information because I wanted to be well versed.
What did Terry Schiavo do to become a vegetable?
She had a heart attack.
Oh,
and,
she had a heart attack. That's
yeah,
right.
and then didn't have her heart beating enough blood to her brain for long enough.
So
to
she
where-
didn't eat enough vegetables. We'll just say.
I think she might have been a fatty.
Oh,
I don't know though. I wonder what she looked like before. So if I looked up a picture of Terry Shiva right now, you'd be like, I remember her. So I promise you will. Like, it might have already been.
did we go to school with Terry Schiavo?
Yeah. Oh, she was an insurance broker.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, that picture right there. I remember that
This one?
very well. Mm-hmm. That just look in her eyes. I remember that.
Yeah, but almost like when you look at that picture, she's kissing her mom, and almost looks like she is there.
Schiavo. Is it Terry Schiavo?
It's Chavo.
Is she an Italian American? All right.
Italian,
Yeah.
of course. What else would she be?
Perfect timing.
Yeah, look, Nay Schindler. So maybe she's German. So actually, she lived till 2005. So 98 to 2005 for
Wow.
7 years.
She saw the towers fall.
And no, in 98 they elected to remove her feeding tube the first time. Oh my god, dude.
Did she live that long as a vegetable?
Yeah, 98 to 2005.
Wow.
So her heart attack was 1990. Oh my god.
Can't
See, I didn't
trust-
read very much last
can't-
night when I was
yeah,
trying to get
you
well
can't.
versed.
You can't trust Wiki, dude. Dude, that's crazy. It's a sad day.
Damn, I'm already ready for another beer.
Rest in
It's only
peace, dude.
I probably shouldn't.
No. Well, yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
I should.
Yeah, what are you thankful for, man?
Dude, I've got the two most beautiful, great kids.
That's true.
And I'm really grateful that I just have a lot of great family and support.
You're
It's
blessed.
hard for me to think about it without getting emotional.
I know. You are blessed.
Thank you. You are too.
I am. I'm very
Yeah,
blessed.
thank you. I know you're
Couldn't
just
be more
grateful for
blessed.
me. Is there anything else?
Yeah.
Just me.
No, yeah, just yeah. I'm grateful, dude. I'm grateful for my family to be here, be alive and well.
Dude, could you imagine? Like, we could be dead. We could totally be dead.
We should have been dead.
Yeah.
Like, there's not even like
Sometimes I wish I was.
the odds are slim. I've been there. Yeah.
Nah, I usually don't think that. No.
No, I know, but yeah, there were days for sure, and like times, yeah, doesn't make sense a lot, but we're here for a reason because the odds were greater for us not to be here than they are for us to be here right now.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I believe that.
I think most people, when there's a lot in our age, in our area, but I feel like the majority of them are that were in our sort of shoes back then are dead now, for sure.
Yeah, are not doing well or gone, or still in the sauce, just figuring it out. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I've spent a few holidays in unsavory places. I remember Thanksgiving and Christmas getting fed on a tray. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, in Blairsville at the PDC, and they gave us soda.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
And I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was like the Georgia Department of Corrections was like, all right, everybody give everybody a 22-ounce bottle of soda, or if it was like just one of the guards that just went and used his credit card and bought. Because I feel more like it was just like they all pitched in to do that for the inmates.
Right.
Like
yeah.
the
The
guards.
Yeah.
Versus, because it was like 300 people.
Yeah.
About 4 cells of 50, or but it could be more or less. But I don't think everybody in Georgia Department of Corrections, I don't think every prison person was getting a Sprite, a Coke, or
100% not.
And we got popcorn, and they had a popcorn maker, and they made popcorn.
That's pretty tight.
So we had our channels. We had 2 TVs, so we all got to watch popcorn and then watch TV for an extra hour.
Shit.
Pretty good, dude.
That is actually really good.
I'd hate to complain about my time during the holidays locked up, but wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad. I know. Yeah, it's true. It is true. You make the most of it. The little things, it's so funny when you get everything taken away from you, how much you can learn, or how much you really learn how much the little things matter, and how much everything else really doesn't matter. And it's just like, you're kind of just like, it kind of humbles you back down to zero, and you're like, kind of like, oh shit, like all of these things, we get so accustomed to everything that we live around that it's all relative. So it's you can meet some of the most ungrateful people that have unlimited money, because relatively to them, they already have everything, so their baseline is so far up here, it's hard to be grateful. And then you can meet somebody in jail that's grateful just to have popcorn.
Yeah. Those people are usually poor as fuck. Dude, those guys usually don't got much at home.
No, they don't. They absolutely don't.
Yeah, they're out there trading. They're trading their like so many guys traded their sodas for like 4 soups.
That's the game, because they knew it's on the come up, dude. It's always a come up.
Yeah, it's like, yo, dude, a 22-ounce of Coca-Cola. Yeah, I could get so much shit from that, from like just some rich spoiled kid that got locked up. It's like, 100%. I want a Coke.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll give you all my soups. Yeah, and there's that one guy. It's like, dude, I'm rich. I got 7 soups for that Coke.
Oh, dude, I've seen people come up like that. They're like, I'll get 6 soups for the Coke. I'm gonna take the 6 soups. I'm gonna get a bag of coffee.
Yeah,
I'll take the bag of coffee. I'll get the bag of coffee. I'm gonna divvy it up in a glove, and I'll start selling fingers of coffee, and then single servings, and then I'll double that into like 20 soups. And then I'll take the 20 soups, buy, another bag of coffee or 2 bags of coffee. You know what I mean? They keep rolling it. And by the end of it, they're like, they have the most commissary in the whole place, but they don't eat any of it because they want to hustle.
Yeah, because then they're like, well, I'll use that to get my boots shine one day.
Yeah, my boots shine. Yeah. My slides shine.
Yeah, I was
my
all
orange Crocs.
I was all about shining boots now.
Yeah,
there's one guy, I know I told you that, I've already said this before, but I gave him soups every week. It was like 2 soups a week just to keep my boots shined. But I never actually made him shine my boots.
Yeah.
Just my agreement.
Just gave him soups.
He'd always be like, all right, man, you want me to do your boots? I'm like, no, that's all right. You're good. He'd be like, all right.
I like that.
Bet.
Yeah, bet.
When did that ever start, dude?
I don't know. Bet.
I remember when that started, I was like, man, I am behind the times. And now they're saying crazier stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, what's your son say?
Oh, yeah.
Does he have one?
No, well, what does my son say, dude? No, he doesn't have any crazy, I haven't heard any crazy lingo from my son. He just likes he has tics like I do, where he just makes fart noises, and then he'll like shove his hand in my armpit to tickle me just out of nowhere, and then he'll just like punch me or like
ticks like I do.
Yeah. And yeah, he's just a wild kid. He says some really sarcastic, like clever things that are just like out of nowhere. His timing's really good, so I'm excited for him.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited for him.
Good. His mom must have been funny or something. I don't know. Because his dad's an idiot.
I know. Well, no, I don't think he gets it from me, but his mom is something. Yeah. He's actually with his mom right now. She flew up from Florida to come stay in a hotel for a couple of days to see him. Yeah, he's in Atlanta right now. I actually have to go pick him up after this.
Really?
Swear to God.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah. Not bad.
Dude, don't let those sparks rekindle between you and his mom.
Shit.
I know when you see it, it's like all of a sudden Marvin Gaye starts playing. Yeah.
Luther Vandross, a little Nina. And I forget what that song is. Gonna take this party off right. Gonna be. Well.
Yeah. That's Marvin Gaye?
No, but they say Marvin Gaye in that song.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
Marvin
I was
Gaye,
like, that's a
Luther
rap.
Vandross, a little Anita. Gonna set this party up right.
I'm gonna be. Yeah.
I just tried to drink my Bud Light through my nose.
Dude, I want to open in one more.
Yeah.
Is that,
Please.
Can we go 15 more minutes?
I got all the time in the world.
Because I have one more good story.
I for real have all the time in the world, so I'm not picking them up for a while.
Okay. Who sings that song again?
That's a good question. Who does sing that song? I think Lil Wayne.
Jermaine Dupri.
Lil Wayne's on that for sure. Is it Lil
Oh,
Wayne's
yeah.
song?
No.
No?
That's just the chorus, though, right? Or is that just the final verse?
That's just like that's like the chorus or something. It's like it's part of the
Thanks,
hook.
thanks.
It's like part of
or
the hook.
something.
It's part of the hook or something.
Are you sure? Because
yeah.
wanna be, yeah. Yeah, it's like a. It's like a Twista.
That's what it
Is
is.
it?
It is. It's Twista. Yeah. Dude.
Oh my God, dude. That's the first time I've been the one that thought of it.
Yeah. No, that was so good because it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to put you in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's every Twister song.
That's my impression of Twister.
Yeah.
You do. Twister.
Yeah, Twister.
How? Yeah. Hey, welcome to Sully and Moody. How white can we be?
I like mayonnaise.
Oh, on your French fries?
Yeah. Oh, that is pretty good.
I did it the other day. It made my wife almost throw up. My wife. I said my dad and my brother, because we ran out of ketchup. We still had some fries left.
Yeah.
My dad and my brother used to just dip in mayonnaise, and it's like,
it's so good.
it's always pretty good. I mean, it's just like putting more oil on your fries.
Yeah.
That's all
You
it
put
is.
mayonnaise, hot sauce on in mayonnaise. You know, put hot sauce in mayonnaise, real good. It's
What
like
about
spicy
ranch?
ketchup? Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh,
of course.
Spicy ketchup? No, it's like
course.
hot saucing.
Of course.
You know, I one time went and had like a seafood boil, something like that.
Yeah.
But there was like a family there. It was like, Mom, can you make us some of that secret sauce? And I was like, secret sauce? Like, I'm a sauce guy, so I'm like,
Love sauces.
what's up with secret sauce? You know what I mean? And it was just like, she just like got mayonnaise out and got a big old scoop of it and a bunch of ketchup, and she just mixed it together.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
It's like
And
a
they-
creamy ketchup.
Yeah, they use
Or
that for
creamy.
everything.
Oh hell yeah, dude, that's what's that. Like a secret sauce where you like open up your cabinet door in your kitchen, but an arm comes out with a bottle, like
Yeah.
an unlabeled bottle, and like that's the secret sauce. It's just another person handing you a secret sauce.
Well, a lot of people have like that secret burger sauce now.
Oh, it's just Thousand Island dressing. Always.
No, it's not always ever the
Always.
same thing. It's never always the
It's
same
pickle
thing.
juice. It's ketchup. It's mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It's like mustard maybe.
Yeah, a little bit of pickle juice with a relish.
Like
With the chopped up pickles. Don't get us started about relish.
Oh my god, dude.
Relish.
A
Just
relish.
pickles.
It is. It's just pickles. Dude, I made
No,
my.
but hey. You made what? I have something to say
Dude,
about it though.
I made my wife homemade lemon poppy seed muffins.
No.
Yeah, because she woke up one morning, she wanted them, so I went to the store.
And
And
you
I
went to the
made-
store and made them that morning?
I made.
And she still
I
wanted
made
them by the time you were
myself-
done?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I made myself learn how to make lemon poppy seed muffins, and I made them for her.
The secret to a good marriage is to figure out what they're gonna want and to already have the stuff.
I know. Yeah, you're. Hey, I'm
because a lot of times, like
an amateur.
a lot of times, I have that where it's like we want to do something for breakfast. It's like, okay, all right, let me go get the stuff really quick. And then by the time it's done, it's like nobody wants this shit anymore.
Typically,
that happens to me so much.
Yeah, typically.
It's like, let's make pancakes. It's like, oh, but we don't have this or this. It's like, okay, that's all we. I was running to go get those two things really quick.
Yeah. No.
And then by the time the bacon's done and we're finishing the last pancake, everybody's like ready to go outside and play. And like,
isn't that terrible? Isn't that
breakfast is a tricky one. You have to have everything, and you have to be cooking it when people are waking up. Like it has to be like the only way a good breakfast really works is like for people to wake up and be like, is that bacon?
Right.
Like, because if they already like, once you start your day, you're not hungry anymore.
Don't ask, just start doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you ask, dude, I actually have I'm excited about this new bit.
Were they so good?
The lemon poppy seed muffins? Yeah, they're really good, dude.
Oh,
lemon zest? Yeah.
So did you fail a drug test?
Yeah.
For heroin because of the poppy seeds?
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like...
I just drug test myself now.
Could you imagine, like, poppy seeds really are the most pointless things in the world? Like, the only reason we have them is because, like, well, we got all these seeds after we made all this heroin for the people that need it, right?
Yeah, right.
What are we going to do with all these seeds? Yeah. I guess they're edible.
Yeah, right. We're going to put them in muffins.
Yeah. So that way, our plant makes sense.
The only thing we're going to put these in now are... muffins.
That's it.
There's really no other use for them.
Yeah. Except for the poppy seed lemon salads.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
yeah. So yeah.
So like, thank
jackass.
God, we still have the poppy plant. You know.
I know.
It's like can't get rid of it.
No.
You gotta have fucking muffins.
Yeah, it's so funny. Just like the pictures of like the U.S. military guarding the poppy fields over there. Just like
muffins.
Oh, it's muffins.
Muffins are so important.
Muffins. Yeah.
Like, dude, Apache helicopter. Get these Apache helicopters to guard my fucking muffin seeds.
You got that right, dude. Hey, it's orders.
And then like the Afghani guy's like, "Oh, see, he's like scraping each one. Like, that's not how you get the seeds, bro.
Yeah,
That's
come on.
That's how you do the other one."
It's crazy.
Yeah,
90% of the world's heroin came from Afghanistan during those times.
I know, isn't that crazy? And I was still like a fucking staunch Bush supporter. Like, no, but we're doing good things. We're building pipes and new roads.
Yeah, we're such good people.
And it's like, no, dude, the people that own the companies that are building, the people that own the companies that are building the pipes and the roads
are here.
Are the people
contractors?
Are the people that are destroying them so they can build the pipes and the roads.
Yeah, we're making money. Yeah. There's not enough money.
They're the people in charge.
Here. Yeah. There's not enough money to be made over here, so we got to go other places. But, you know. Yeah. Poppy seed muffins, dude. Oh, I have this new bit I'm working on that I want to open with Lace Larrabee.
But you don't know if it's going to be good. Wait, is there a thing tonight?
No, everything's canceled. I know. I was like thinking about going tonight. Yeah, you got to see.
I know. I wanted to really try out my Terry Schiavo.
Oh yeah, the Terry Schiavo. Yeah, I want to see that on stage because I want to see you do it.
I'm gonna try to just do something different. Try to storytell.
Yeah, for sure.
It won't be funny.
It will. You gotta.
I gotta be really, really well versed.
You gotta believe, dude.
And that even if I do get off guard, I gotta just be so well read on the subject.
Yes.
Where it doesn't really matter. I can just be like, no, but seriously, like, she did this and this, and like that'll be funny.
Yeah.
And like all I gotta do is tell the story because the story's funny.
Yeah. Yep. You do.
And when
you have to believe.
Yeah, and when I know something really good, then I know just about half as much as the normal person.
I know about half as much as a normal person.
Yeah, when I know someone real good.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have this premise about I come home every night and my wife always asks me what I want to eat for dinner.
But it doesn't matter.
Right, dude. So I'm tying it into like, you know, God you know, I have this whole thing about anteaters and God and stuff like that, and I'm gonna tie it in where, you know, God's made all these like funny choices, like when he, you know, created everything in 7 days, and he's going through like all the animals. He's like, all right, birds, check, bees, check, ants. We can't have too many of those motherfuckers running around. Anteaters. And then I was like, I love the anteater. I feel like they live such a simplistic lifestyle, you know. They literally just do exactly what they're named. They only eat one thing, ants. And I'm like, I want to just be able to go home one night and my wife asked me, what are we going to eat for dinner? And I'd be like, ants!
The same thing.
All we ever eat is ants. It's always ants.
Bitch.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, you know, the anteater never has to worry about that question.
Right. And I'm like, stop crying. Stop crying. I know. I'm sorry. Stop crying, please. Like, I know we can try to eat worms like your brother did before he choked to death. And you're like, no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean
I
that.
can just picture an ant.
Anteater trying to suck up a worm.
Yeah, it's like a spaghetti. And then choking on it.
I know you're sick and tired of ants, but that's why. And then you're like, why, God? Why?
Your fucking brother wasn't cut out for this world.
He wasn't.
No, dude, we need more.
Your brother was a dipshit.
Yeah, more people eating ants.
Need more anteaters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's just funny that God made a thing where he was like, you know what? We need something to eat those things. There's too many of those.
Yeah, but
they're too powerful.
what about the ants like in areas that don't have anteaters?
Yeah, I mean,
Raid. God was like,
yeah. And then
DeSantos.
Yeah, DeSantos. Or
Whatever
Monsanto.
Monsanto. Yeah, Ron
DeSantis.
DeSantos.
Ron Monsanto. I try to tie the joke into that God also created something to eat us, the great white sharks, the great whites. Because I never see anybody else getting eaten in the ocean except white people pretending to be seals.
On surfboards.
Yeah, it's like sharks are racist. Yeah, they just want to.
Dude.
But then I'm like, but God also created Jeffrey Dahmer.
See Scott Storch?
I did, and Jeffrey Dahmer eats black people because that's what he did.
Dude, Jeffrey loves the taste of a black boy.
Yeah,
There's nothing like the smooth.
If you see his rap sheet, there's like 20 people on there. It's like black people. Yeah, it's crazy.
Some light skin, some dark skin.
Some, yeah.
Reds, yellows. Yellow bones, red bones.
Spectrum.
Stupid. That
Red
joke's actually
bone.
not funny. People would probably find offense to it, so I'll just edit that one out.
But dude, yeah, Scott Storch. I love that.
Yeah,
that
reverse
interview was great.
racism.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah.
The roots. He's not on the roots
I know.
because of reverse racism. And I'm like, what makes you think it was reverse racism? Why not just regular
racism? Yeah, because that's people's perception of racism is that
white people can't be.
Well, no, it's just that racism is directly correlated to hating on black people.
Right, or white people can't be.
Yeah, but the broad,
victims
to
of
your
racism.
point, the broader, topic of racism is just, being biased against another race.
Right. So, like, if it can't happen to a white person or it's only to black people, then reverse racism is then to a white person. It's like,
Culturally, I see where he was coming from, but also, he just misspoke. I mean, it's not
yeah, I know,
technically he's
dude.
not
Canceled.
Right, cancel. Yeah,
how
cancel
dare
Scott
he say that?
Storch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So he's the one that did all, like, does he do all the Eminem and Dr. Dre, like, piano beats, like keyboard beats? Like, is that all him?
No, I mean not every record, but all the.
That's him.
Yeah, well, not every record, not every song, but like a lot of the biggest hits that you've heard. Yes. Yeah, he's not. He doesn't.
Because I always thought Dre was the beat maker.
Dre is too. That's what I'm saying. Dre makes his own beats.
They work
Scott
together.
Collaborates.
So Dr. Dre, did he work on a piano keyboard like Scott Storch? Because that's where I get confused. Sometimes you think of DJ, you like think of a turntable, right?
No, but yeah, Dre can play
like
the
a beat
piano
maker.
Too.
Yeah, can he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you get into the music world like that, like pretty much everybody that is like a musician can like there's obviously like musicians that like a session musician
clicks,
or Scott that can probably play anything on the piano in any genre. But yeah, like beat makers, they're gonna be able to dabble in pretty much everything
with a keyboard piano.
with a keyboard,
I
or
know.
even
That's
maybe
really
even other instruments like Timbaland. Like he plays weird instruments on his beats.
Oh
like,
yeah,
he
yeah.
samples things from like all different types of instruments and stuff. So like, you just have people that are just gravitate towards one thing or another or everything, or like they collaborate, or somebody might start
Yeah, but with
something
a
on
keyboard-
the piano and then you might finish it or like go, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but with the keyboard you can make the sound of anything, right? So it's just like having it's just a computer.
yeah,
Really, all you need is a computer.
yeah, and it's like
You
the
can-
easiest layout to know like where you are and what key and
Right.
octaves and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So where it's like easiest.
Yeah, it's really fun to me. And with Patrick, my brother-in-law and his band. Shout out Josh Chadwick. Shout out
Oh.
The Rude. Is it on? Okay, sorry, we had an issue with the
We're
camera.
back, dude. Yeah.
No, but it's really interesting to me when someone is really talented just musically with all sorts of instruments, and then they can just sit down at a piano and just jam, and then maybe someone can start going on their guitar randomly or whatever, and then you start adding a beat to it, and then someone just goes and they just start playing on the piano, like, and it's like, well, I don't know. It's really interesting to me. I love that. I love it.
He turns silence into a beautiful like orchestra. Yeah, because it's just like layers. It's layers of things that all connect through like a puzzle.
Yes, and that's why composers are really, really cool to me and really fascinating. And I never really realized it with marching bands.
Right.
So, a lot of times, like, the composer will just have like a program that they've paid, $120 for a year, or like and composers will write music for, like, when you go to a high school football game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see, and they're like, oh, they're doing Queen.
Right.
And it's like the marching band's out there marching, but it's like sounds like the Queen songs, like, I found my time. It's like,
right.
And like the woodwinds are doing the vocals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, somebody had to write the music for each one of those instruments.
Yeah. Right.
Right. So, and then sometimes it's two pieces of music for one instrument, because like half of them are doing this and the other half are doing this.
Yeah.
And then every instrument is all doing something else. It all kind of just flows together, though.
Right.
The tubas are going boom, 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 boom.
Right.
But
right.
it flows with the do, 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 whatever. So, yeah. So there's people that make a lot of fucking money. This is what I was getting to. Long story short, that write music for marching bands it's just like pop music that's popular today.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, let me just write that for a symphony band or a marching band, So write out the tuba music, write out the trombone music.
Interesting.
And then that's why when you go to marching bands, it's like, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and they're like doing the cool dances. Like,
Oh yeah.
some cool composer took that real song that was made by an artist and Scott Scorch or whatever on a fucking piano, but then turned it into a fucking music for everybody to read on a band, and then make it really fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's a profession that people do. They write music for full bands.
Yeah, that's
and like
pretty
a
sick.
composer, that's what makes you really think about like people like Mozart
Yeah.
that are writing music for symphonies.
Yep.
And they write these songs that are just like with these huge there's so much music to be written for one song, because there's so many different, and then there's the one piccolo that's going and it fits in perfect.
Yep.
And and it all started with a fucking piano or a harpsichord or whatever the fuck he was using, you know what I mean?
Harpsichord, yeah.
Yeah. But the difference is a harpsichord is a string instrument.
Oh.
So
what's like a grand piano? Because aren't pianos string instruments?
No. Percussion.
Oh, because they get struck.
They got hammers hitting the strings.
Yeah, that's
Ding,
wild.
ding, ding.
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah. But a harpsichord's like ding, ding, like plucking the strings.
Pluck and not a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild to think about.
Yeah. So
Dude, music is cool. We should write a song for this show.
I know. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Actually, I've actually got a couple rough drafts.
Oh no way, really?
No.
Yes.
No.
We should collab, dude.
Yeah.
Do you have a keyboard?
No, I've been really.
want a
I
keyboard.
know. I've been really wanting one, even if it's just like a 1 octave.
Oh yeah,
Or
like
is
a
that
little,
right?
like
No,
a
one
MIDI.
key.
Yeah, like a little mini.
Yeah,
mini
because you
MIDI.
know, like a piano's got. I always get the words confused. So is it not octaves but keys, right? So it's like A, G, or A through G.
Yeah, I
So
think
there's A through G 5 times. A
Right.
through G.
right. Yeah, I think it's octaves.
Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So 7 times.
Okay.
And like a high G or the low A or the low G, the high A. I don't know. Is like the
Don't they
highest.
go by the amount of keys on the piano? Like they say this is like a 72 key or 81 key piano, or you know what I mean?
Yes, but a full size piano I think has the.
It's like 82 years. I don't know. I think it goes by like the keys or something, like how many keys it actually has.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong.
Well, there's A through G. And I think that then there's each one of those is the A range, the B range, the C range, and then there's G, like the low G, boom, 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 and then the high A.
Ding ding ding. Yeah, yeah. I think those are octaves because it's like A.
Yeah. Yeah, like a doe, a deer, a female deer, red of a golden sun. Me, myself, I call my name. D. Sully, he is so gay. Yeah, you're a good backup singer, dude. Your harmony is.
Thanks, man.
All right, well,
Thanks, man.
you're welcome. Thanks for doing this.
Hey, thank you, Drew.
We did that whole thing in 116, or
Did we do it in 6/4?
What is 6/4? What does it sound like?
4/4?
Yeah, we did 4/4.
6/4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right?
Where's the snare? Thank you. 6/8 would be like the 6 count.
The snare would be like,
Yeah, yeah. Mine sounds more like a psst, 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 like a rap. snare.
maybe it would be on the 4. 1, 2, 3, psst, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2.
It's a
3,
way to
4,
think about it.
1, 2.
But that'll be hard once you get like in the Mozart level.
Yeah.
It's like the 1-2s get tricky to remember.
Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah.
I like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you
1,
go.
2, 3,
Thinking like a
4,
real
5,
drummer.
6.
Yeah.
And but that's one way I think of it. I don't think it's right though.
Yeah.
But like the national anthem is just 1, 2, 3. It's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
1,
really?
2, 3.
They say Flea is a good bassist because he like starts on the 1 in the blues
Right.
progression of bass. Like he skips a beat or something and he starts his first note like
Right.
on the second
Right,
note of
because
blues
the
scale.
song when it counts down, it'd be like a 1, 2, 3, 4. But like if it's weird that you would start on a 4, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. You leave that space.
Yeah, you just want to start.
You like
The snare lands on the 3.
it's like you're taking away something for somebody to yearn for, and then you give it to them.
My tricky ones are the 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2s. It's like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's like a boom bap boom bap boom bap boom bap boom bap boom. Yeah, that's
Is
like
that
folk and like
a 1950s high school like rockabilly band or something.
Yeah, sock hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50s. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you hear
Martinis just dumping everywhere.
It's just snare,
yeah.
bass, snared bass.
Yeah.
Like, boom bap boom bap boom bap.
That's
Yeah.
white people rock right
Yeah.
there, dude. I like that.
No, dude. Black people do it too.
Yeah, we probably
That's where we stole it from.
We probably got it from them.
We stole it.
We probably stole all of it from them.
All right, brother. Let's. Is there anything else?
I want to plug Bud the Little Ripper.
Bud
YouTube.
the Little Ripper.
Also, I'm opening for Lace Larrabee at Nofo Brewing in Gainesville on December 7th at 8
Nofo?
o'clock. Yeah, in Gainesville.
When? December 7th?
Yeah, December 7th at 8 o'clock. Nofo in Gainesville. Ryan Shrilla.
And Ryan Shilla's going to be there
Ryan
too?
Shrilla's going to be there. Yeah.
So as long as you got the opening spot. Are any
I'm
other...
gonna bomb. No, it's just me.
Yes! Did the girl ask you?
No, Ryan Trilla did.
Because you're funnier than them.
Ryan Trilla did.
All right, brothers, sisters, people alike,
Thank you.
and the non-binaries. You have a good weekend. Have a good,
Yeah.
happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys next week. The week
Thanks,
after.
guys.